Everyone. So today we're the members of Group 1 from Silver Proctor College of Education presenting on equity and educational opportunities in Guyana under EDU 231 Applied Skills for Soul and Society. Our group members are Satish Dindyal, Kira Cornelius, David Unarine, and Grace Hollingsworth. So today we'll be exploring how equity affects education in Guyana, especially in rural areas like the Essequibo Coast, and suggest ways to improve fairness in education. Moving on to the introduction. So to begin with, equity in education means fairness in education. It recognizes that students have different backgrounds, ability, and circumstances, so they may need different types of support to succeed. However, equity ensures that every learner gets the help and resource they need to achieve their best, regardless of where they live, their family income, their gender, disability, or their cultural background. Moreover, educational opportunities include access to qualified teachers, quality learning, materials, technology, safe school facilities, and supportive programs that help students develop academically, socially, and also emotionally. So these opportunities allow students to reach their full potential and prepare for future careers and life. In addition, in Guyana, equity is important because students in urban areas and rural areas, also the hinterland areas, often face different challenges. Some schools may have fewer resources, limited access to internet, or shortage of trained teachers. So providing additional support helps ensure that all students have a fair chance to succeed. Moving on to slide 3, which is equity versus equality. So equity means giving everyone the same resource, support, and opportunities. While this may seem fair, it does not always consider the different needs and challenges that students face. Equity, on the other hand, means providing support based on individuals' needs so that every student has an equal chance to success. Some students may require extra assistance, learning materials, transportation, technology, or specialized service to overcome barriers to learning. The main difference is that equity focuses on treating everyone the same, while equity focuses on ensuring everyone can achieve similar outcomes by providing the support they need. In Guyana, equity is especially important for students in rural and hinterland communities who face challenges such as limited educational resources, fewer trained teachers, and greater distances to school. So by providing additional support, these students help create fairer educational outcomes for all learners.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kira Cornelius, and I will be explaining slide 4, which is entitled Geographic Location. So, geographic location affects education in Guyana. Students in rural and hinterland areas, including the Essequibo Coast, often face challenges such as teacher shortages, limited infrastructure, and lack of resources. Distance and transportation issues also affect attendance and access to learning support. Slide 5, entitled Socio-Economic Status. Now, socioeconomic status influences education because many families in rural Guyana face financial difficulties. Students may struggle with uniforms, books, transport, and internet access, which affects participation and performance in school. Slide 6, technology and inclusion. So there is a digital divide between rural and urban schools. Rural schools often lack ICT tools, stable internet, and modern learning resources. So learners with disabilities also face barriers to limited accessibility and support services, reducing full participation in education.
Now we'll be looking at the impact on learners. Inequitable educational opportunities affect learners in several ways. Students may perform below their potential due to lack of resources. They may also experience low motivation, stress, and reduced confidence. In the long term, this can limit access to higher education and career opportunities. Recommendations. Teachers can promote equity by using differentiated instructions to meet different learner needs. Schools should provide remedial support, strengthen inclusive education, and encourage peer learning to improve participation and understanding.
Another recommendation is the Ministry of Education should improve ICT infrastructures in rural schools and ensure fair distribution of trained teachers, especially in areas like Essex. Communities should support schools through involvement, partnerships, and programs such as school feeding and scholarship. In conclusion, equity is in education is essential for ensuring that all learners in Guyana have fair access to quality education. However, challenges such as geography, poverty, and limited resources still affect rural learners. Collaboration between teachers, school communities, and the ministry is necessary to improve equity.
Now we move into our Q&A session where I'll be asking some questions to my group members. What is equity in education?
Equity in education means giving students what they need to succeed.
Correctly answered, Miss. And how does location affect education in Guyana?
Locations affect education in Guyana because rural students may have fewer resources and teachers.
Great response. What is the digital divide?
So the digital divide is the gap between people who have internet access and those who do not.
Great answer, Miss. And how can teachers support equity?
So teachers can support equity by helping students based on their individual needs.
Wonderful response. Why is equity important?
So equity is important because it helps all students to get a fair chance to succeed.
Great answer, sir. On behalf of our group, thank you for your attention. We hope